Hello, everyone. Welcome to the WiCyS Google Cybersecurity Certificate Cohort Program webinar. I know that was very long, but yes, welcome to the webinar for our Google Cohort program. We're super excited to have you and share information about this cohort that we're having this year. My name is Adeza Udo. I'm the program coordinator here at WiCyS. And joining me as well is one of our WiCyS technical mentors, Angela Reeder. We are going to do our best to give you all the information that you need to apply for this program and answer your questions towards the end of the presentation. So let's dive right in. Alrighty. I believe you all should be able to see my slide. Angela, could you confirm that you see my slide? I think you do. All right.
Yeah, I can see it.
Great. Thank you. Alrighty. So, Women in Cybersecurity, WiCyS, we are a 501(c) nonprofit organization with global reach dedicated to bringing together women in cybersecurity from academia, research, and industry to share knowledge, experience, networking, and mentoring. Now, here at WiCyS, we have several initiatives, several programs from early career to mid-career, senior level programs. And we also have our newsletter, our speakers bureau. We have our annual conference. We also have our career fairs, our job board. We do also have a mentorship program as well. We currently have, I believe, over 300 student chapters and over 70 professional affiliates. And overall, WiCyS now has over 11,000 members. That's pretty amazing. Now, when it comes to our programs, we offer several different kinds of programs from our book club, the AI learning series, our security training scholarship. We have the Google program, which we're launching soon. We have ISC2. We have a lot of programs that you could get involved in no matter what level you are in. Now, a lot of these programs and initiatives would not be possible without our strategic partners. So we definitely want to thank them, strategic partners such as Google, 3M Science, Akamai, Amazon, Bloomberg, Cisco, Ford, Lockheed Martin, Optum, Sandia, SANS, Sentinel One, and so many more as you see on the screen. Now, if you have questions, please put them in the chat. We'll do our best to go over them during the Q&A portion of this presentation. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, definitely subscribe to the WiCyS newsletter by going to WiCyS.org. In the newsletter, you're able to get the latest and greatest information on our events, activities, jobs. You could also get information on the annual conference, our latest programs, all of that. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed to the newsletter. Alrighty, so let's get right into it. Welcome to the WiCyS Google Cybersecurity Cohort webinar. Today, we will explore the following. We will be exploring, just a general overview, WiCyS Google Cybersecurity Cohort Program. What is the Google Cybersecurity Certificate? Why choose a career in cybersecurity? The 9-course series overview, expected completion time for this program, key skills you will gain, hands-on learning and resources, connect and submit your application, and also the Q&A portion at the end. So here's the overview about this Google Cybersecurity Cohort program that we have here at WiCyS in partnership with Google, right? So the Google Cybersecurity Professional Certificate Cohort program is a 9-course series that was developed to provide an understanding of the importance of cybersecurity practices and their impact on organizations. Learners will identify common risks, threats, and vulnerabilities, as well as techniques to mitigate them. The courses are beginner level, and you do not need any prior experience in cybersecurity. Though members can move at their own pace with this program that we have here at WiCyS, the program includes WiCyS Technical Mentors that will provide support with coursework to help learners successfully end their certificate in less than 6 months. So, our programs here at WiCyS, you have to be a member to even have the ability to apply for the program, right? So WiCyS members accepted to the program will be provided a free limited time license to gain access to the certificate courses in Coursera. They will be invited to the program interest group to engage in the cohort community. They will also receive a digital badge to share with their network. And they will also receive a Google Cybersecurity Professional Certificate upon completion of the program. Um, this is also available to 200 WiCyS members who have not participated in the WiCyS Google Cybersecurity program previously. It's open to domestic and international WiCyS members as well, and members willing to fully commit to the less than 6 months it takes to complete this program. Definitely note that this program is not open to those who have previously taken the Google Cybersecurity Certificate training through WiCyS. So we only want, we're only prioritizing and looking at folks who have not previously taken this specific training with us. Now, in terms of the timeline, I want to be sure that I mentioned that to you in case you're planning to apply and take the program. So, this program will run from July 8th to December 19th. So, that gives you right under 6 months to be able to complete the 9 courses that are set here to earn this cybersecurity certificate with Google. Applications opened yesterday, and now we're having this launch webinar. Applications will close on June 23rd. So if you are interested in applying, now is the time. All right. So, more on the timeline, if you're interested, I have put a link inside the announcements. You should see a link on the bar on your screen that gives you the program page where you can view more details about the program. And you could also view the detailed timeline that you are working against. And that's also the page where you can apply for the program. Alrighty. So, what is the Google Cybersecurity Certificate? Um, Launch your cybersecurity career with Google. It's designed by Google experts. So, you're going to get to learn directly from the professionals who safeguard Google's systems. No prior experience required. So this program is built for beginners, making cybersecurity accessible to everyone. This is also job ready skill sets that you're going to earn here. So you get to acquire in demand skills to prepare you for entry level roles like cybersecurity analyst, security operations center analyst, and more. 100% online and flexible. So you can learn at your own pace while balancing your studies with existing commitments. So, again, it's a cohort style program, but we're giving you the opportunity to also learn at your own pace while having that cohort community, access to other members taking the program with you, and access to the technical mentors to help you successfully complete the program in time. Professional certificates. So you get to earn a credential that demonstrates your expertise and can be added to your resume and LinkedIn profile. Now, why choose cybersecurity? Well, it's high demand. So the digital world is expanding, and so is the need for skilled cybersecurity professionals to protect data and systems. Impactful work. Be on the front lines of protecting organizations and individuals from evolving cyber threats like fraud and phishing. Um, I feel like there are a lot of incidents that have been going on with cyber threats. So it's definitely a lucrative field when it comes to that. Rewarding career. Cybersecurity offers excellent job security and earning potential. Diverse roles. Opportunities exist across various industries from protecting marketing campaigns to securing sensitive data. Okay, so as mentioned, this is a 9 course series. In the past, Google had it as 8 courses, but they added a new course this year. So we're going to go over that. Alrighty, so the Google Cybersecurity Certificate is comprised of 9 comprehensive courses building your knowledge from foundational concepts to advanced techniques. Each course provides a crucial building block for your cybersecurity expertise. Okay, so this is just a brief, course breakdown, right, of essentially what you can expect with some of these courses. So the first course, Foundations of Cybersecurity, um, you can learn what cybersecurity is, why it's important, and the key roles involved. Course 2, Play It Safe, Manage Security Risks. So this gives you a chance to understand common threats, risks, and how organizations protect themselves. Course 3, Connect and Protect, Network and Network Security. So you get to discover computer networks, how they work, and how to keep them secure from attacks. Course 4, Tools of the Trade, Linux and SQL. So you get hands on with essential command line tools like Linux and learn to manage data in databases like SQL. Um, Course 5, Assets, Threats, and Vulnerabilities. You get to identify what needs protecting, the types of attacks, and weak spots in the systems. Course 6, Sound the Alarm, Detection and Response. Learn how to find and fix security incidents and analyze network traffic. Course 7, Cybersecurity, automate cybersecurity tasks with Python. So use Python programming to automate security tasks and analyze data. Course 8, Put it to work, prepare for cybersecurity jobs. So learn how to handle security incidents and prepare for your job search in cybersecurity. Now, course 9 is the new course that was added, and it is Accelerate Your Job Search with AI. So, they're giving you AI tools such as Gemini to help optimize your job search. They have maybe 3 or 4 more AI tools that you get to use to, better your search and land the job. So, expected completion time. Recommended pace here is less than 6 months. Like I said, for those who get accepted to the program, for those WiCyS members accepted to the program, the program starts July 8th and runs till December 19th. So, we definitely are looking for people who can be committed to that timeline and, complete all of those 9 courses and actually get their certificate by the end of that December 19th. Flexible schedule. The program is self-paced, but in a cohort setting. So, it allows you to adjust your study time to fit your life. Um, but you can also stay on track with the duration of the program. Again, with the cohort setting, you are getting to be a part of the interest group, which is somewhat like a Slack. It's like a chatter group, a community where all the people in the cohort, all 200 of you, will be able to engage, ask questions, chat with a technical mentor, schedule, office hours, share resources, discuss the practice tests, the quizzes, all of that. So it's going to be a great space for collaboration. Accelerated options. So some learners have completed this program in as little as 2 to 4 months, um, just by dedicating a few more hours a week to complete the program. So you have that opportunity to complete the program before December 19th. Now, here are some key skills that you would gain. So, technical skills: Python, Linux, SQL, SIEM tools, IDS, network protocols, packet capture and analysis, threat modeling, vulnerability management, incident response, and much more. Analytical skills like problem solving, risk assessment, soft skills such as communications, collaborations, networking opportunities, and things like that. Now, with this program, you will also have, hands-on learning and resources, right? So, to support your success, here are some of the things you can expect. Um, WiCyS Technical Mentors, right? So the mentors will have office hours where as a participant, you can make an appointment to secure a plan for success in your courses. So if there are certain courses that you're having a hard time with, maybe understanding certain concepts, you can connect with the technical mentors and they could give you some guidance, and help you navigate that. And then the WiCyS interest group. So all members of the cohort will be in the interest group forum to connect, engage, and collaborate throughout the program. Applied learning projects. So each course includes hands-on activities, quizzes, and assignments to reinforce your learning. Portfolio ready projects. So you'll complete projects that can be showcased to potential employers, demonstrating your practical skills. Now, this is all taking place. So the actual certificate courses, you will be doing them on the Coursera platform. So Coursera itself, they have certain features such as, video lectures from Google experts, readings and quizzes. So you're able to, test your knowledge and deepen your understanding of the cybersecurity coursework. And discussion forums, you're able to connect with fellow learners and instructors. So, here's the thing. All that's really left to do is if you are interested in, this program, if you're interested, definitely submit your application. All you have to do is visit the WiCyS Google Cybersecurity Certificate program page and apply. Now, I have the link on the screen, but the link should also be showing on your screen where you're able to, copy and paste it and Visit that program page to learn more of the details. And if it's something you're interested in, you could submit your application. We also encourage you to connect with WiCyS. So, you could stay engaged in our community for additional support, networking, and opportunities. You could go to WiCyS.org/events. On that page, you're going to see different events, different opportunities, even program information. So, we offer so many different types of programs. This program may not be for everybody, but there's no, you don't have to worry about that because we have so many of other programs for all levels that you can apply to depending on your career path, career interests, and your journey. So I think now we could maybe take some questions. We are certainly here to help you succeed. All righty. Okay. Let me dive into the questions. Okay, I see we have a couple of pinned questions here. Will the WiCyS Technical Mentor and Interest Group be hosted on the WiCyS app or through another app? So the WiCyS Technical Mentors and Interest Group, you should have access to that in the app. Um, but by going to the WiCyS website, you should be able to log in with your WiCyS account. And then usually the interest group portion is in the navigation bar, and you could click on that and access the interest group from there. And once you're in the group, the technical mentors, their office hours will be pinned in the group. So you have immediate, view of that, immediate sight, and you could, select which of the mentors you want to work with. More than likely, people might end up being, paired with a specific mentor, but either way, these mentors are going to be available to everybody. Okay. How many applicants are generally accepted into the program? Once applicants apply, is it a guarantee that they will get into the program? Is it only for WiCyS members? If admitted, can applicants complete it in under 6 months as well? Okay. So Kashika had several questions. Great questions. So, to answer your questions, how many applicants? So, for this specific cohort that launches in July, we are accepting 200 people. So, 200 people, and they have to be WiCyS members. Once applicants apply, is it a guarantee that they will get? No. So, there is no guarantee that anybody applying will get into the program because there is an application process and a selection process, a review process. So, in the application, we ask certain questions and then we go through a review to select the candidates that we want to move forward as part of the 200 for the cohort. Is it only for WiCyS members? Yes. It's only for WiCyS members. And if you're interested in becoming a WiCyS member, definitely go to WiCyS.org and join. If admitted, can applicants complete it under 6 months as well? Yes. This is definitely a program that can be completed in less than 6 months. All righty. So how do you become a member? So let me get the link here for you. Oh, all right. So becoming a member. Oh, this is for Sincere, I just responded to you with the link to become a member. I will also put this in the chat, in the announcements as well, in case you would like to become a member. So becoming a member, we have several different options from students to industry professionals. So you have different options to review, and then you just select which one works best for you. In addition to that, I want to make sure that the actual application link is here for you as well. Alrighty, so you should see on your screen a link to be able to submit your application and a link to become a WiCyS member if you are interested. Okay. Actually, oh, let me make sure that I show that properly to you all. There you go. So you should see that right now. All right, continuing with the questions. Do we have to pay anything during registration? No. Again, if you're a WiCyS member, you already have, you're already registered as a WiCyS member, and then you apply, the application is free. Okay. And then someone said, if not admitted, will there be more certification opportunities? What is the average amount of time the certification normally takes? Madison. Yeah, so, we might be able to have something, this program again in 2026. It's, we have to confirm that. So that's not yet confirmed. But if you're not able to get into this program, there are several other cybersecurity programs that we offer that you would get to apply to as well. And then let me see. Sarah said, is the Coursera temporary license given for the full 6 months, or will we have access to the content after completed, like you normally would if you completed a program on there? So Sarah, the access that you would get would be for the duration of the program. So the program starts July 8th and ends December 19th. So that is almost 6 months. I believe it's maybe 5 months and a few weeks or something, but that's the duration of the time you would have the license. And once that's completed, we would have to reclaim the license. But being that you are on the Coursera platform and you have an account, your progress from the courses that you're taking will still be in Coursera. It's just after the free license expires, to access your courses, you would probably need to get a subscription from Coursera directly. But all your, everything that you would have done in Coursera will still be there for you, but you will now have to get a subscription from Coursera. Let's see. For the courses, how much content is in video format, and are the practice quiz questions that can be taken again to obtain proficiency? So Barbara, I believe that each of the courses actually has video format in them. So, that's 9 courses, and there are different opportunities within those courses where they intentionally put videos. So I would expect most of the courses to have that. And then the practice quizzes. Angela, do you happen to remember if the practice quiz is something that can be taken like again? I feel like it should be.
If I remember correctly, you can take them again if if you don't pass them the first time you go through. For the most part, the knowledge checks and quizzes, like they want you to succeed, so the answers aren't like something that hasn't been covered. They're not throwing at like a, surprise question or trick questions at you. They're pretty basic as long as you're paying attention when you're watching the lessons and kind of doing the labs and things.
Great. Thank you. Okay. So someone said, are there any job placement opportunities with this program? So this is where I believe that new course in the program comes in, where they're giving you these AI tools to be able to help with your job search. It's actually very detailed. Let me see if I could read for you what that actually entails. So, the accelerate your job search with AI. What you learn there is you'll uncover your skills and explore new career possibilities with the support of tools like Career Dreamer. You're going to be able to keep your applications organized with Google Sheets, build a standout resume, and a step by step job search plan using Gemini, which is Google's AI tool. And then it's going to help you prepare for interviews and practice responding to questions using Notebook LM and Gemini Live. Um, so the last two courses of this program, course 8 actually, and course 9 are there to help you with your job search. They're there to help you prepare for cybersecurity jobs. Okay. So, aside from that, in terms of job placement itself, I would just recommend going to the WiCyS job board, subscribing to our newsletter because we also post job opportunities from our partners on our newsletter as well. And then let's see what other questions we have. Once you pay, are you a member? Yes, you are a WiCyS member once you go through the process of applying and joining to be a WiCyS member. How many hours are recommended to set aside each week to complete in 6 months? So this was actually on one of the slides here. So, we're looking at dedicating about 7 to 10 hours per week to get to complete it in about 6 months. Again, people could dedicate more time and finish this in less time. But you can do it within 7 to 10 hours a week. Okay. Harriet said, and if one applies to be a member, how long does it take for the application to be accepted? It should usually happen pretty quickly. So, once you become a member, it's a very quick turnaround. Like it's not going to take days. Okay. Uh, What is the selection criteria if you're able to share a bit on that? So, when it comes to the selection, so if you go into the application, there are a few questions that we ask, and we use the questions to help us understand the applicants, the applicant pool. And so I would say do your best to answer the questions. The initial selection criteria is really just, we're accepting 200 people. You basically shouldn't have taken the um, program before through WiCyS. And also, this is an entry level certificate. So we're looking at a lot of entry level folks for this program as well. Okay. And then let's see what other questions we have. How often is this program offered? So we have had, so last year we had this cohort as well. So the cohort style is once a year, and then we have a self-led style, which is also once a year. So the self-led portion, which essentially is just self-paced, people who apply, they get the license, and they're essentially on their own and on their own timing. There isn't a cohort setting. There aren't technical mentors. They just go ahead and get the program done on their own without the extra support. And then the second half of the year, we have the cohort aspect, and yeah, and with the cohort, you get access to technical mentors. You get access to the cohort community. Okay, let's see. Yes, it is only 200 people. Those are the only available licenses we have right now, and that's why it is about 200 people that we're accepting here. Where is the course hosted? Oh, it looks like that has already been responded to. It's hosted in Coursera. Yep. Okay, I do see some pinned questions here. Is the Coursera access is the Coursera access for limited courses, or can I learn about on? This is a great question, Maria. So the limited access is only for the Google Cybersecurity Professional Certificate. The limited access does not grant you access to any other courses in Coursera. So it's a limited, it's very specific to the cybersecurity program itself. So I know that Google offers, many, different programs that are great, from I think they have a project management track and, other technical tracks, but this Coursera access is only for Google Cybersecurity Certificate. Another question is, how does it compare to Security Plus in your opinion? I can see online comparisons, but your insight is very valuable in my opinion. Let me see. Angela, do you think you may be able to take this one? Do you have any insight on Security Plus?
In my experience, the Google cybersecurity certificate is geared a lot more toward beginners. It covers a lot of kind of the basics of cybersecurity, whereas Sec Plus is a little bit more advanced. It's a lot more in depth, and it has sort of a bigger certification that goes along with it. So this is a really good step toward taking Sec Plus. That was one of the things that I used it for. Was I took this to get the base foundation and then use that to study for Sec Plus. But generally speaking, this is going to be a lot more kind of basic level things.
Great. Thanks, Angela. For those of you who are just joining, Angela is actually one of our WiCyS technical mentors. She's taken the courses, she successfully passed the program, she has her certificate in that, and she has many more advanced knowledge in this field as well. So yeah, she'll be taking a few more questions if we have some. Let's see what other questions we have here. Okay. When is the self-paced one? So that already closed. We had applications open for the self-paced Google program in February, but yeah, the applications for that closed like several months ago. Um, it's still currently running though, but that, as I said, is just for the self-paced format. Someone said, sorry, I joined in late. Could you give a brief on what online courses we are touching in this program? Yes, no worries. So let me just go back to the slides here. So these are, this is an overview of the 9 courses. Essentially, there's the foundations of cybersecurity. There's the play it safe, manage security risks. There's connect and protect, networks, and network security. So, learning how to, protect networks and keep them secure from attacks. There's also the tools of trade with Linux and SQL, assets, threats, and vulnerabilities course, sound the alarm detection and response course, automate cybersecurity tasks with Python, Put in the work, prepare for cybersecurity jobs, and accelerate your job search with AI. So that's like a brief rundown of like the courses you can expect in this program. Let us see. Yes, Carla, if you consider yourself to be entry level, yes, you can definitely apply for the program. Do you accommodate neurodiversity? So, Laura, this program is open to everyone. So, yes, I would say, you know, we do. We definitely, have an open door policy. And then, of course, if there are things within the program where you feel like, hey, like, um, you need additional support when it comes to neurodiversity, then you could just reach out to the program coordinator, which would be me. And then we could discuss like how to, accommodate that further. Okay, let us see what other questions we have here. Um, Someone said one of the slides stated that WiCyS can help with resume review. Is that correct or did I misread? Sorry if this is taken. I believe, let me see, resume review. Oh. So, Barbara, you did not misread. I believe that occurs during the conference when we have the job fairs. So that's usually the aspect where resume reviews come in. Let us see. Could you please reiterate the selection criteria for the program? Yes. So let me go back to the beginning of the slide. So um, again, when it comes to the certificate, so it's available to 200 WiCyS members, domestic and international WiCyS members, and those who can fully commit to the 6 months. Again, when you go further into the application, you will see certain questions that are asked of you. Do your best to answer the questions as, with enough information where we could actually look through it and understand you better as a candidate and what makes you a best fit for the program. Let me see what other questions we have here. There any? Okay. Um, let's see. Hey, I feel like it looks like we covered a lot. People are kind of asking similar questions. Will we be touching on Splunk and CrowdStrike? I do not believe that that's included in the coursework for this. So the cohort does not cost anything to, you know, join. It doesn't cost anything to apply. You just have to take care of the membership portion, and then all applications to all of the WiCyS programs are pretty much free. Let me see. Do we have any other questions that have not been covered? Someone said, thank you for your presentation. If there are any follow-up questions, is there any way to contact you via email? Yes. I can put my email here and just respond directly to you, but I will also put my email in the announcements in case you all have, additional questions or, need additional information. Okay. Okay, I have a pinned question here. Can a high schooler, grade 12, can they apply for the program and get selected? So that's a really good question. I feel as though, you know, the goal of this program is to get you job ready, to get you, into a specific cybersecurity role once you complete the program. Um, as a high schooler, I'm not sure if that's the direct path um, that someone in high school would be taking. This is usually, again, like an entry level into, the cybersecurity world, into the cybersecurity industry. It prepares you for jobs. Like I said, part of, the coursework is teaching you, how to be ready for cybersecurity positions. So I hope that helps. Uh, um, Let me see which other. I do not understand this particular question. I attended WiCyS this year, sponsored by. Oh, you mean the conference? I'm guessing you mean the conference. Can I still be a part of the tour? You would just have to apply and go through the process and, see if you get selected. Not everybody will get selected. We only have 200 spots to fill. So, we would love, we would love for more people to get accepted. But um, just keep that in mind that even if you don't get accepted into this cohort, we do have several other amazing cybersecurity programs for all levels, entry level, mid level, senior level, that you could still take advantage of. And of course, sometimes we also have this program again in the following year. So there are lots of opportunities here. Let me see what other questions we may have. Most of these questions are very similar here. Okay. Yes. Ashlyn, yes, you'd have to essentially to even send in your application, it requires you to log in to your WiCyS account. So, or log into the application form via your WiCyS account. So you would certainly have to be a member of WiCyS to be able to submit your application. The annual conference, definitely visit WiCyS.org. There's information and extra details there if you are wondering about that. Is there a way to recheck our answers if we have already applied? No, there isn't a way to go back to the application forms and recheck your answers. Um, okay, I believe. Let me, I feel like more questions are coming in. I see. Okay, let me see if I could. So someone said, will the webinar count towards my CompTIA? So I'm gonna give you the link to uh, where you could get that information. We do have, okay, global webinars. So I would say, let me reply to this. So I would say go to our wicis.org/events/webinars page, and it'll give you details of, what's acceptable for, or what counts towards what you're asking for webinars. We already asked. We already answered how to reach technical mentors. That would be within, they will have office hours within the interest group once you have been accepted into the cohort and been invited to the interest group. Can't admit. Yeah, if you are, someone said, can a male register for it, please? Yes. I mean, if you're a member of WiCyS, you definitely can apply as well. Um, Someone said, in WiCyS experience with this program, have some members been able to transition into cybersecurity roles? I believe with this program, you can um, transition into cybersecurity roles. That's the whole point of, the courses that are being offered here. But also the best part about the WiCyS community is that there are professionals and people in the cybersecurity industry that you can network with and connect with and learn more about. Okay, so, with this type of entry level experience, what roles can I, move forward with, or just learn about shared experiences for, those who have taken certain programs, where they are now, and how it helped them in their cybersecurity journey. Okay. Uh, I believe most of this have been. Oh, someone. Let me see. What are the replies for this one? Um, I think someone asked a question about, oh, if they already have, if you've already taken, maybe on your personal time, you've already started taking the Google Cybersecurity Certificate, and now you're, maybe you have 5 more courses left. I feel like you could still apply. So there's that. Uh, hey, when will we know if we are selected or not? So let me give you that answer just by going to the timeline. So if you click the link in the announcements, or if you copy and paste the link from the announcements, um, where it says submit your application, at the bottom of that page, you will find the timeline for this Google Cybersecurity Certificate Cohort program. So let me go over the timeline with you. June 11th, applications open. Now we're having the webinar, right? And then June 23rd, applications close. So if you're interested, be sure to submit your application before that, as soon as possible. And then between June 26th and June 27th, email notification of acceptance and a commitment form for the program will be sent out. So that's essentially when you will hear back from if you were selected or if you were not selected. And then July 1st, the commitment form is due. So part of the process of getting into the program, you have to submit a commitment form committing to, the duration of the program, committing to completing the program. Yeah, so that's July 1st. And that's important for us to receive in order to secure your spot, right? And then July 2nd, you should receive a digital badge, and you should get information on accessing the interest group in the WiCyS portal. And then July 7th, you should get your license access notification for Coursera. And then July 8th to December 19th, the program officially starts. So, in between that, there might be a meeting where you all get, those who are accepted into the program get to, kind of, meet each other and, get to meet the technical mentors as well. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Alrighty. So I believe we have covered most of the general questions here. Again, if you have any additional questions or if you need any additional information, my first recommendation is you go to the program page. It has a lot of information already for you. And that's where you can apply as well if you're interested in submitting an application for the program. And then if you're not a member and you want to become a member, it's also in the announcements link. Become a WiCyS member by going to WiCyS.org/benefits. And then, of course, you know, if you still have further questions, you could definitely send. Oh, oh my gosh, stop that. Sorry, that was my reader trying to read what we are doing. But so what I would say is, if you are, if you still have any questions about this, you could certainly reach out to me directly. I could actually display, well, so you could reach out to me directly, or you could email info@WiCyS.org. Okay, so info@WiCyS.org. Or you could email me directly, adeza@WiCyS.org, ADAEZE@WiCyS.org. I think we have covered the questions here. Um, yeah, Angela, I'm not sure if you had anything else, but I believe we've covered everything.
I don't really have much to add other than to tell everybody who applies, I'm wishing you the best of luck. I can't wait to get to know all of you. And I'm always available for questions if you get in. And that's about it.
That sounds good. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much all for joining. Yeah, we will definitely connect soon. All right. Take care, all. Bye.